Set 31201, Harry Potter Hogwarts Crest, is a LEGO Harry Potter art set. It comes with 4,249 pieces. It is for the ages of 18 and up and was released January 1st, 2021. It retails in Canada for $149.99 Canadian, in the US for $119.99 US, in the UK for £114.99, and the rest of Europe for $119.99 up to $149.95, depending on the region that you are in. So this is a art set. On the front of a box, you have a giant picture of the main build you get, which is the Gryffindor crest. You have Harry Potter written on the side with all of the studs, all the colored studs that you'll be using. Below that is one picture, 4 options, so you can build all 4 crests separately. And it has a soundtrack. The soundtrack is how they designed the set, about the Hogwarts houses and the crests that are associated with and that stuff. It isn't actually here's some Harry Potter music to listen along to. It's basically a design podcast type thing that you get. Below that is the LEGO logo. To the right bottom is the Slytherin crest, the Hufflepuff crest, and the Ravenclaw crest. And then you have all the information on the bottom right, plus the Harry Potter logo. And on the bottom, you have a pictured models cannot be built simultaneously, and they are 40 by 40 centimeters or 15.74 by 15.74 inches. On the back is the LEGO Harry Potter logos on the top, Wizarding World on the bottom left. You have the Gryffindor crest on a picture of it on a shelf at the top. Below that, on the right, is a picture of someone building a section of the Gryffindor crest, and it looks like they're listening to the soundtrack that comes with it. Soundtrack only in English, and below that it says smart device not included, so obviously, if you're not going to send a phone with the set, you have to provide your own, obviously. And to the right of that is all 4 crests. So you have the Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw, and the Hufflepuff has the dimensions that I listed when I was talking about the front of the set. There it is. Here it is on. No, that's the bottom. Oh, this is a right mic confusing. Okay, the bottom of the set has the Lego Art logos on the left. And that's it. The top of the set has 1 image, 4 options in 2 other languages. And the actual size indicators, which are all of the studs that you will be using there. One side has the words Harry Potter on it, plus a picture of all 4 crests. 1 picture, 4 options. And that in 2 other languages again, and LEGO Harry Potter logo on the right or the bottom, but depending on how you look at it. And the other side has where the components are made and where they were distributed. It has the soundtrack only in English in 2 other languages. It has the warning that due to small parts, if children 0 to 3 consume them, there's a potential choking hazard. And it has the trademarks, UPC, and recycling information there. So this set is a taped set, and I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing because usually these are done very beautifully on the inside. They're not like other LEGO sets, so when you open it up, first thing you're met with, even before you open it, is a listen, build, and relax. So there's a QR code to get to the soundtrack there. And then when you open it up, you are met with all of this stuff. So you're met with the instructions packaged right in here. You are met with all of the pieces right in there. And in this box here with the instruction thing, it's another box with a taped segment. And this is the box here with all of the plates in it. So you'll have 9 of these giant 16 by 16 plates here. So instructions there, and then underneath this are the border pieces. So they're the pieces that'll be used to do the border of the picture. I think that's it for what's inside of the box. So the set comes with 14 bags. There are 9 bags for the dot pieces. There is a bag labeled bag 1, and it's only one of them labeled that, and this will This will have several pieces, such as the little Harry Potter logo tile that you'll stick on the picture of a brick separator, all the Technic Connection pieces, and a couple of the pieces that you'll find in here that will be used for the little indicator thing that you can make, so you can actually color check everything on here. 3 of the other bags are used for the border. You have 9 16 by 16 full brick-sized plates here, which you will be building each segment on. Then you get the instruction booklet. So, this instruction booklet, you have a nice little, very actually nicely designed front page here, so I'll put that up there. On the inside, you have a little bit about, just a little bit about Welcome to LEGO Art and the Harry Potter Hogwarts Crest here. Next page is some designer's notes, along with a picture of all 4 crests on a shelf on the right page. Next one is to show off your colors. So 4 houses, 4 different ways of being part of a Wizarding World, and you can choose which one you want to make. And the other picture has the Hogwarts sorting hat with the different houses on them: Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and the names are in French below that. Next 2 pages have pages about Gryffindor and about Slytherin here, and actually, each of them has several of the people who were in those houses listed below, or listed there. And the next 2 pages have Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, each with several of the people. And all of these people are, oh, that's interesting. So for the Hufflepuff one, now I bought this on day 1. So it's, of course, been like 10 months since I have it. But they might have changed this by now, so I don't know that. However, for the Hufflepuff one, Pomona Sprout, who is the herbology teacher, there's a misprint. Her last name only has Sprout, so there's no T printed there. So that's a misprint there, but that might have changed since then. Next 2 pages over are about the listening to the soundtrack. So you can immerse yourself in the world of Harry Potter. Yeah, and you can use this to help de-stress, apparently. You have 2 more pages of pictures of the set. Just about using the color tiles and all of that. Next page over has the special brick separator, and I'll show this one. So it's meant to take apart. So this one's unusual. This is found in all the art sets. It is a black brick separator, but it's far bigger. So the flat pry end will pull up. Should pull up about 6 to 5, about 6 pieces or dot pieces, and the other end, which will pry up, which will actually hook on, can hook on to 4 at once. Next page over has the different crests. So the first crest, which is the Gryffindor one, which I will be building this one, starts on page 9. The Slytherin crest starts on page 45. The Hufflepuff crest starts on page 71, and the Ravenclaw crest starts on page 97. Back of the set has 1 page of parts. There is a feedback to win. And the next 2 pages are really cool, and I do hope to do this one day. It shows the giant Hogwarts crest, which you can build by buying 4 of these Hogwarts crest sets. For a total of like 16,000 pieces, you can build a giant Hogwarts crests, but you need 4 of them to do it. So that is that. And I'm going to give packaging a 5. I actually thought that the packaging was incredible. This is going to be the first 5 that I ever give a set. This is, well, actually, no, I've given, no, the world map here got 5 out of 5. It's just a way to slate out. So instead of having a box and you pour all the contents out, you open the box. There's a bit of an experience to it. So packaging gets a 5. And now I will build this. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm getting flashbacks to the world map. That really hurt my hand after quite a bit. Okay, so here is the set. You get the brick separator that I was telling you about, which will get rid of actually 7 of the dots, and then 4 of them you can use to pry up. You get a tiny little crowbar piece that can be used to help with individual pieces, and is actually very good for dots because it gets right in between the dots, and then it'll help pry them up, so that's fantastic there. There is a piece here. It is a, what is that, 2x10? 12? 2x12, which with every single one of the dots on it, so you build this to the diagram that's the instructions, and then you could use it as a helpful little index. So, for example, it says use dot number 4, then you just find the 4th down on here, and that's the dot that you would use. You get a lot of extra pieces because, as I said at the beginning, this is a 4-in-1, so you can build either the Gryffindor crest, the Slytherin, the Hufflepuff, or the Ravenclaw, and you get a lot of extra pieces. So I didn't even touch the blue or the green. You get a lot of the gold ones because you have some on Gryffindor, but then Hufflepuff uses a lot of that, and you only get a couple of the dark red and the white here for this left over. And as for exclusive pieces, the 2x4 black tile with the Harry Potter print is an exclusive piece to the set. You cannot find that print specifically on any other set but this one. So this is a interesting one. I got a little flashbacks to the world map. That was a 49 or something panel one, and this is only a 9 panel one, but it's quite a bit. You're not going to use all 4,000 pieces, I would estimate. Well, actually, roughly how much is this? Yeah, okay, so on this one, so slight correction, the world map had 40 panels, and that was about 10,240 dots that you had to place. This one is only 9 panels, and it's only 2,304 dots. So, not as much. It's about, you're using about half of the pieces that you are set to get in the set. Yeah, because it's 4,249 pieces. So, you're using just over half of the pieces to do one crest, and then you can build the other 4 separately. You'll have to dismantle this to do it, or you can just buy 3 more and build the other 4, or even the giant Hogwarts crest, which I really do want to do one day. It's very well detailed, at least so for the one that I've built here, you will be using the white, the gray, the silver, dark silver, black, gold, red, and dark red dots for this. Every one of these sets has 2 pieces on the back for hanging it, so that you can mount it to a wall and just have it hang right on the back section there, which I'll definitely be doing at some point with this one. And it's just very nice. So you got a nice picture. Upper left has a white and gray checkered pattern. The right side has just a completely blank or completely solid dark red. Bottom left has the silver section, and the bottom right has a white and gold stripes. And in the middle of that is the Gryffindor line, and on the right side is Godric Gryffindor's sword. Did I build that right? Okay, I fixed it now. But yeah, so then you have the sword there. This is nice. It did hurt my hand after a while because I think I did this for like 2.5 hours straight. But it is a pretty nice set. So for build, I'm going to give the build a 3 because even though it's neat, even though there's a full picture that comes out of it, it's very repetitive, just putting dots down, and no matter how many different colors you do, you're literally just putting dots on a board. It's extremely repetitive. I would have given it less, however, you are in this learning how to use Lego dots to create images, so there isn't a complete loss in building this set. It's just repetitive, it can hurt your hand after a while, so the building does get a 3. The play is going to get a 0. There is no play in this at all. This is strictly an art piece. You hang this on the wall. That is all there is to it, and that's really all I should need to say about the play. The display is going to get a 5. This is a fantastic display. The fact that you can do the 3 other ones is great. Also the fact that if you buy 3 more of these, you can do the giant display, which has to be, I mean, you can't see my hands, but it has to be huge. And that's something that I really do want to do. Like, eventually I will buy 3 more of these and I will make the giant display. It's really cool, but no plans yet, but I will do it before this set retires. Probably not till maybe next year. They'll probably give this set a good 2 years, but... so yeah, display is going to be fantastic just having this on the wall. It is an art piece. The value is... So 4,000 pieces, $150 at most, depending on the region you're in. The value is, no joke, it is an absolutely fantastic value piece to price. You're getting about at least 3 times value if you go piece to price. In this, you get the big brick separator, which I do think is quite a value. It will give you more leverage over pieces that do not want to separate. You're also getting a lot of dots that can be used to decorate other things. Like the amount of gold dots I have left over from here is incredible. I'm thinking just a couple of these sets and you could make a Scrooge duck vault just dumping these into it. It would be really cool. You also get a few other things like the silver dots, and like there's just lots of dots. Not the set, but there's lots of dots. So I do think the value is pretty good. I'm honest. I'm gonna give the value of 5. There is fantastic value in this set from all the pieces. There is also the little Harry Potter tile that you could probably repurpose for another set or put it on a, display in some other manner. You get 9 of the big plates here, which are always a good value to have. They are a fairly good substitute for base plates. If you just get a bunch of them together, they are fairly rigid, and you can keep adding to them without having to do much in the way of support. With normal base plates, you will have to. It's very difficult to add to them without stability issues, and these ones do have very good support for getting them pretty stable. Adding a couple. Adding these and then just putting plates on top will give it stability, but I do think that there's quite a bit of value in this set. The set is for the people who have to have every Lego Harry Potter set, or the people who have to have every Lego art set. It's also for people who just want a bunch of spare parts or good building or a good building base in general, and don't want to have to. It is still 150 Canadian, 120 US. It's still fairly expensive, but it's for the amount of parts you're getting that you could use to part out, it's actually not that expensive. And with that, I will see you all next time.